Hello and welcome. The new case in rank correlation. Again, it is a case with reverse calculation and a special kind of problem. And the problem is the sum of squares of differences in the ranks of two variables x and y is 126. The sum of squares of differences, that is sigma d square, in ranks of two variables x and y is 126. The coefficient of rank correlation is minus 0.5, that is negative, minus 0.5. Find out n, that is number of observations or number of pairs. Now what to do? Only one way, to use the formula of coefficient of rank correlation, and that is 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon n into n square minus 1. Minus 0.5 equals to 1 minus 6 into 126 upon n into n square minus 1, because n is missing. Let us shift 1 to the left side. Minus 0.5 minus 1 equals to minus 6 into 126 will be 756 upon n into n square minus 1. These two negative will be positive on both the sides, so it is 1.5 equals to 756 upon n into n square minus 1, both sides positive. Okay, now let us change or something like cross multiplication. N into n square minus 1 equals to 756 upon 1.5. Now what is 756 upon 1.5? It is 504. So n into n square minus 1 equals to 504. Now what to do? First of all, let us open the bracket. N square minus 1 is n minus 1 into n plus 1. That is 504. It is matter of simple mathematics. In schools we have already learnt this thing. These are the three numbers and their product is 504. The simple interpretation of the last step is something like that. Let us arrange these three into ascending order. Smallest n minus 1, then into n, then into n plus 1, 504. And see, the difference between these two consecutive values is 1. N minus 1 plus 1 is n. N plus 1 is n plus 1. So these are three consecutive numbers, the product of which is 504. Multiplication of these three consecutive numbers is 504. What to do? There are many ways to solve this problem, but I am going to suggest the easiest way. Some mental maths is also there, some common sense is also there in solving this step. 504. First of all, what is the summation of the value? 5 plus 0 plus 4 equals to 9. So, any of three numbers is 9 or its factor, its multiple rather. Any one of these three is 9 or its multiple, and remaining two are either less than 9 or greater than 9, because these three are consecutive values. So let us start from the smallest, rather combination of the smallest possible value. If they are 7, 8 or 9, what will be the product? 7 or I mean 7 into 8 into 9, because these three are consecutive values. One of them is 9 or product of 9. We are assuming the smallest possible, rather combination with smallest possible values. So it will be, or it can be 8 into 9 into 10, or it can be 9 into 10 into 11, or it can be 16 into 17 into 18, because in these three values 18 is the multiple of 9. It can be 17 into 18 into 19, it can be 18 into 19 into 20, but our common sense says that the values are not that much greater because the multiplication of the three values is only 504. Now, what is the other way? The other way is, let us divide this value 504 by 9. What is the result? It is 56. 56 is the multiplication of remaining 2 out of these 3. If we believe that any one is 9, the remaining 2, the product of remaining 2 is 56 and it is 7 into 8. So we can say that 504 is 7 into 8 into 9. Now therefore n minus 1 into n plus 1 is 504. So it is 7 into 8 into 9 equals to 504 according to this process. So we can say that n is 8 in this case. I repeat, there are other ways also to solve this problem, but mostly these kind of problems are asked with one weightage of 1 or 2 or 3 marks only. So we do not require to say invest our longer time to solve this kind of problem. So I suggest to use common sense and mental maths to solve the problem after this step. Mostly we teachers prefer to ask this kind of problem having one value as either 9 or multiple of 9. This is just hint. It is not necessary. Every paper setter is habituated to ask this kind of problem in that way only. But me and many of the teachers like me prefer to ask a problem having at least one value out of these 3 as 9 or multiple of 9. That's it. Thank you very much.